Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you the next matchup in the DLC character tournament. So, if you are new, real quick, few rules. The way I want you to vote, and this is a tournament where you vote, for who you would like to see as DLC in, Smash Ultimate, and just anything. If they're an assist trophy, a Pokeball, Pokemon, Stage Hazard, Sticker, Spirit, whatever. Just ignore that. This is all for fun. Just kind of vote for who you want. So if Nintendo came up to you and said, all right, between these two characters, and today's matchup is Geno and Paper Mario. So if Nintendo came up and said, all right, you get to choose Geno or Paper Mario, who would you put in for DLC? That's how I want you to vote, all right? That's pretty simple. But one vote per person. Vote down in the comments by simply typing the name of that character. One vote per person. This is a double elimination tournament, so a character has to lose 2 times before they're officially eliminated. And we go to there's winner. If there's a tie in the voting, I will flip a coin to, well, break said tie. So, pretty simple for the rules. So, let's get into the start of the episode where we go over the results from the previous week. And this one was, this matchup was interesting, because it was Waluigi taking on Edelgard from the upcoming Fire Emblem Three Houses. Now, both are kind of controversial characters, to say the least. You know, Waluigi's got all that sort of hoopla with him. You know, some people hate the fan base. Some people hate the fans for wanting the character. It's a whole thing. And then Edelgard's got the whole, oh, we already have way too many Fire Emblem characters. We don't need any more. I was eager to see the results, so let's not waste any time. The results for the matchup right here. Waluigi, 60 votes. Edelgard, only 34 votes. Waluigi moves on for at least one more matchup. So, congrats to Waluigi. Moving on, at least one more matchup. So, 2 of the assist trophies, actually 3 of the assist trophies ended up winning. There's 4 assist trophies in the tournament. It was Shadow, Isaac, Skull Kid, and Waluigi. Isaac, Skull Kid, and Wally all ended up moving on. Shadow ended up losing to Spyro, so sucks there. But there you go, Wally moves on. Edelgard is now eliminated. That is Edelgard's second loss. So back to the 2 eliminations, and you're done. So there we go. So that, that's kind of the results for that. So we got to go to today's matchup, which is Geno, very popular, very much talked about character, taking on Paper Mario, a character that maybe some people might be sleeping on somewhat. So let's just jump into it, shall we? All right. So first up, let's talk about Geno. Of course, the past number of games. I mean, here's the basic stuff. Fan base have been getting, even more vocal as the games kind of go on that they want Geno. Came out that Sakurai really wants Geno since like Brawl. I believe that's the game that he wanted to use Geno, or put him in at least. So you got the game director, you got the fan base. It just, like the ingredients are just there for this character to be in the game. He's like a cult hit. He's like an icon. He's only in the one game, but just so many people just kind of gravitate towards the character because he's a possessed puppet. He's got like magic attacks, and he's just, I don't know. If you haven't played Super Mario RPG, you probably might not understand it, but he's just a really badass kind of character. The whole vibe of him. I mean, he just seems like he would also fit kind of the style and the vibe of Smash as well. He's just an all-around awesome character. Personally, been one of my top 10 most wanted characters for the past number of games now. Now he's practically in like the top 3, I think, for whatever characters we do have left. Can you guess which character I want is number 1? But but I mean, it's not just me. Who was it? Vergabin, the leaker, did say that supposedly Square Enix is going to be getting the first DLC character for the Fighter Pass for DLC for Smash Ultimate. And, well, Square does own Geno, and it always comes down to, will Square finally let Nintendo use Geno in the game? I mean, for Square's point, I always got to bring this up because it's definitely a point worth noting. Square's not doing anything with the characters, so it doesn't make sense for them to promote a character that's just, it's not doing anything for them. It doesn't make any sense for Square. Sure, they could just be like, some people are just like, you know what, shut up, Square. Take the money that Nintendo's willing to, pay you for the license for the character. Just take that, be happy. But you have to look at it from, again, a business kind of standpoint from Square as well, especially this time around for DLC. If Square's going to get another character in Smash, especially DLC, they'd probably much rather have a character that they can promote themselves, for either, a newly released game or an upcoming game. Kingdom Hearts. Excuse me. But, I mean, so business-wise, would you rather be able to promote something that's just around the corner, or would you put a character out that's just kind of like, all right, we have no idea what to do with this guy. He's, we have no intentions of even using this character, so why not sell the character to Nintendo? That's a whole different story and idea and all that kind of stuff. But Geno's popular. I mean, the ingredients are that everything is just ready for Geno to be in the game. I mean, we got the Mii outfit, but it's not good enough. I'm sorry, it's not good enough. It's cool. It's like a step in the right direction. Wii U 3DS, we got the Mii outfit. Hopefully that leads to maybe Geno being playable in Smash Bros. Whether it's DLC, oh, I guess it has to be DLC at this point. We already know the roster, but I mean, I guess it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time if we get him or not. It all comes down to is Square gonna let him? But let's go to his opponent here, Paper Mario, a character that actually did pretty well in the Smash ballot from the results that I've seen. He's a pretty popular. I think he did pretty well in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't he like a top 10 vote getter in Japan? I'm asking you. Maybe somebody knows. Have you guys seen some results? I swear I've seen some sort of little chart on like somebody made like a pie graph or something like that. Paper Mario was in it for like the top 10 in Japan somewhere in there. So I mean that speaks volumes about the character. Plus Paper Mario already has a stage in Smash Bros. I mean, so it's there. I mean, if you kind of go by the Animal Crossing got the stage first, and then they ended up getting a character. Well, now they have two characters in. Will Paper Mario does Paper Mario work as DLC? I think he does, because again, it's Mario for one. So people are just going to recognize, hey, that's Mario. I'm going to buy it. Mario will sell itself. Plain and simple. There's no questions about it. But he's Paper Mario. He's not the original Mario. He's still Mario. Moveset would be completely different. Totally different. Different character. Running speed, animation, hitbox, all that. It could be totally different. But it's still Mario, and people know the name. People know the look. People will buy it. I mean, I'm already buying the Fighter Pass, so I'd buy it, essentially. If I wasn't buying the Fighter Pass, and if I was just buying, like, separate, whoever the characters that I like, if Paper Mario's one, I'd absolutely buy it. But he's a great character. And again, sure, we already have two Marios, and well, original Mario and Dr. Mario. But Paper Mario, like I was saying just a bit ago, moveset would be completely different. He'd be his own sort of character, just all around. Like I was saying, hitbox-wise, moveset. I mean, just like everything in general would be pretty much just different. It wouldn't be, it'd not be an echo by any means, because we already know that there's not going to be, well, at least Sakurai said that they're going to create the character from scratch, so there shouldn't be any echoes, unless they want to surprise us and just drop like an echo character for free. They could do that. It's a possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's a possibility. But Paper Mario, again, sells pretty well. Fans know him. I think it would sell. It would, and that's kind of, you got to look at that from Nintendo DLC point. Is it going to sell? Will people buy it? For both these characters, I say yes. They're both pretty big, but it ultimately comes down to who are you voting for? Who are you voting for? And my vote is simple. I probably gave it away a little bit earlier. Like I said, Geno's been, a top character that I've wanted for so many games now. My vote's Geno. I still rather have Geno in the game. I would love Paper Mario in the game as well. I really think he'd be a cool, unique, kind of original character. I would love him, but my vote is Geno. Pretty simple. So, yeah, I got Geno. So, excuse me. Who do you got? Geno or Paper Mario? Pretty simple. you know. Then remember, 1 vote per person, and just vote down in the comments. Simply type the name of either Geno or Paper Mario. That's how you got to do it. So that is going to be it for this one. So we'll show you the, I do this at the end of every episode as well. Show you the sneak peek for the next, tomorrow's matchup and results. So tomorrow's matchup is going to be Dixie Kong taking on Tails. That should be an interesting one, actually, because Tails did pretty well. 68 votes for Tails. There's a lot of support in his first matchup, so see if that continues in his second matchup against a, I guess, more notable name as of right now in Dixie Kong. And then we will get the results of, actually, it's up here. We will get the results of Bandana Waddle Dee taking on Crash Bandicoot. That'll be tomorrow. Got some good results tomorrow. Can Crash pull off an upset? Which I think it would be an upset in this case, but that's all for tomorrow. Anyway, that is going to be it for today's video. Again, who you got real quick, Geno or Paper Mario? 1 vote per person, down in the comments. Pretty simple. Anyway, that is going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.